Donald Trump's dramatic U-turn on global tariffs sent shockwaves through the international markets, momentarily halting his aggressive trade war strategy. While initially threatening to impose a staggering 125% tariff on Chinese exports, a move that had investors bracing for a potential global recession, the president instead announced a 90-day reprieve on tariff increases for most countries, focusing his ire solely on China. This unexpected shift followed days of intense market volatility and widespread warnings of an impending economic downturn. The president's decision, however, doesn't signal a retreat from his protectionist stance. Instead, it represents a strategic recalibration, a calculated pause in the broader trade conflict. The 90-day period offers a window of opportunity, a chance for negotiations, a period to assess the economic landscape, and perhaps, most importantly, a chance for China to reconsider its trade practices. Trump's pointed message to China was unambiguous. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA and other countries is no longer sustainable or acceptable. This statement underscores the core of his trade policy, a belief that the U.S. has been unfairly disadvantaged in global trade agreements, and a determination to rectify this perceived imbalance. The increased tariffs on Chinese goods remain a powerful lever in his ongoing negotiation strategy. The 90-day pause doesn't signal a softening of his stance. Rather, it's a strategic maneuver, potentially a calculated gambit to increase pressure on Beijing. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the UK faces a different, though equally challenging, trade scenario. Whispers from Whitehall paint a bleak picture of the prospects for mitigating U.S. tariffs on British exports, even within the context of a potential trade deal. The prevailing sentiment among British officials suggests a lack of optimism regarding any significant tariff relief. This underscores the complex and potentially costly ramifications of Trump's trade policies for nations around the globe. The UK's Labour leader, Keir Starmer, reinforced this concern, emphasizing that these tariffs are not a temporary issue, but represent a significant and persistent challenge. The uncertainty surrounding the future trajectory of these tariffs casts a long shadow over the UK's economic outlook and its ability to navigate the complex web of global trade relations. The implications extend beyond mere economic considerations, impacting political strategies and international relations on a global scale. The situation remains fluid, characterized by uncertainty and dramatic shifts in policy. The 90-day pause offers a temporary respite, but the underlying tensions remain. The upcoming months will be critical in determining whether this pause leads to a negotiated settlement or simply marks a temporary lull before the trade war resumes with even greater intensity. The world watches with bated breath, awaiting the next move in this high-stakes game of global economic brinkmanship. Will China yield to pressure? Will the 90-day pause truly lead to meaningful change, or is it merely a tactical delay? The answers remain elusive, shrouded in the fog of uncertainty that characterizes this turbulent era of international trade. Stay informed. Sign up to This Week in Trumpland for ongoing updates and analysis of this evolving saga.